We going?
All right, everyone.
Even though we've been going.
What is up? Welcome back to the 10th episode?
This is the 10th episode.
10th episode of the Puddle of Grunge podcast. And also need to say something. We just hit 220K followers on the IG page. Gang. Good stuff. Thank y'all for the support always. Today we got one of our good friends here just to discuss musical opinions and their music taste. Mr. JJ Banks, Jordan Peanut, Mr. Jordan. Shout out.
Thank you.
Welcome.
220,000 followers. I was probably one of the first ones.
He was one of the first ones.
No biggie.
Shout out.
He is an original.
He's an OG gangster. Anyways, OG gangster.
You know it's
Original gangster. So, Colby, what are we getting into today?
This is the whole thing. We have no idea what we're going to talk about this podcast.
We're just going to go off the rails, talk about music. You might be able to see these albums behind us. This could be thrown into the topic. Special 10th episode. Creed is OP. Peak. We might talk about that a little later in the episode, but first we're going to get some Jordan's musical opinions, what he's been listening to recently. So, Jordan, what have you been listening to recently?
A lot of different things, really. You see the shirt, Eagles.
Hell yeah.
Love the Eagles. Basically every album they got is just amazing.
Yeah.
So good, dude.
Colby kind of got me into them. Like, a lot of these musical tastes, I hate to admit it, but Colby actually kind of showed me some of them a lot of the times. But,
how many points is he at now?
Oh, God. Too many to admit.
You guys have to know, Colby has a point system for every song that he shows someone or any band that he shows anyone. He gives himself a point. I think he actually has a tally, a check mark system in his house that he has on a whiteboard.
I have a separate door in my house that goes to this little cellar, and I just write people's names and how many points that I've given to them.
Yeah.
But a lot of Incubus. I do like Incubus.
Hell yeah.
That's not really Colby's points. We kind of listen to those albums at the same time. Recently, I got into Flyleaf.
Oh, yeah.
Their first album's really good.
Yeah.
Also, I just listened to the first two albums of the Cranberries. Those are really good. Pretty. I mean, a lot of people know Linger and
Dreams and
Zombie
Zombie.
and stuff like that. But there's I think it's their second one with Zombie on it. That one is almost perfect.
Okay.
To be honest, it's really good.
Dolores
so go listen to that.
Yeah, Dolores' voice is just so unique.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Rest in
It's
peace, actually.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Great
then,
voice.
really, what I got into at the end of last year,
Oh yeah.
and I've just been listening to is Sade.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the greatest hits album by Sade is seriously, it's so good.
That's more R&B, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Colby had me listen to the one song that he said that
I
he
think
liked a lot. What was
Cherish the
Cherish
Day.
the Day.
Yeah.
That's my number one song of the year so far.
It's his number one song.
I've listened to it 60 something times already.
Already?
Yeah.
It's 3
This
months
year.
in.
It's only March, bro.
Hey, it's the thing. It's really
not,
good.
It's not
really good.
It's definitely not her best song.
Mhm.
It's just I don't know. It's just really
The way it's
chill,
produced, it's
kinda.
just
Yeah.
the way it's produced is just awesome. The guitar playing is really atmospheric on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
The bass line.
Yeah.
Bada, bada.
It's even when I
Those-
listen to it, it's something you could put on to study to or just chill in the back.
Yeah, I saw a live version of it,
Mhm.
and it was the guitar. I didn't even know that's what they used. I didn't think it was guitar because when the intro hits, it kind of sounds like
digital kind of.
yeah.
It's the band Sade doesn't even they don't even have a designated guitar player.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
it's a sax player, as from smooth operator, and they have a keyboard player and a drummer, and then Sade herself.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also, my second most listened to song is "Wake Up," Mad Season.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a great song.
Dude. See, I want to do. We need to do. Speaking of that, the Mad Season not Wake Up, but Above album anniversary was this week, so we could talk about that a little bit. I know we've talked about it a little bit because that was on my Desert Island album.
He had just listened to it not too long
Yeah,
ago as well.
I didn't listen to the whole thing. I've I've listened to I Don't Know Anything and
It's another good song.
what's the other one?
River to Sea.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I just listened. We listened to that and the Screaming Trees first album. That's a really good album.
Or the Sweet Oblivion.
Yeah, it's not their first.
Yeah,
album, 'cause they
yeah,
have a
that's
lot
what
of
I mean.
albums from
Those
like,
80s
the later
albums.
80s, like Uncle Anesthesia and stuff.
Like
but
the one with
Nearly Lost You and Dollar
Nearly
Bill.
Lost You, Dollar Bill.
Troubled
More or
Times.
Less,
That's a
Troubled
great-
Times,
great-
Shadow of the Season. There's so many good.
Great
good
album
songs
track
on
off of that. It's Troubled Times.
Have you listened to Dust yet?
I don't think so.
That's
No.
their 1996. 1996.
It's got some good songs on it
It's got
too.
some really good albums. All I know is
Dying-
one of my favorite songs.
Dying
Yeah.
Days. It's a good one as well.
Yeah, Halo of Ashes as well. Great song.
I haven't actually listened. I haven't listened to Dust.
Oh, it's so good. I have it on vinyl if we want to listen to it later. But yeah. What do you think of Lanigan's features on Above? Cause did you listen to the deluxe version?
Yeah. Well, there was a couple songs at the end
Mm-hmm.
I don't-
that
Like
aren't
With
on
Fear.
the.
Yeah, it was like Locomotive was one that
Yeah.
I think we only listened to the normal
Regular
version.
one. Did it have I
So-
Don't Want to Be a Soldier on it?
No,
I don't think so.
that
but,
was
like,
the John. It's a John Lennon
John
cover.
Lennon yeah.
But the
He
one
was
song,
on Long
nearly
Gone Day, wasn't he?
Long Gone Day.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
And I think he's on Artificial Red too.
And also him.
Yeah.
Him just like on. Like one of the songs that I really like him on is "Song for the Dead."
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Queens
yeah.
of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Queens
Yeah.
of the Stone Age. I really like that song.
Yeah.
He's
Have
pretty
you been
good
getting
on
into
it.
Queens of the Stone Age a lot? Or?
Me and Colby tried to listen to.
We listen to a lot of albums.
Mhm.
Like
We
just
listened
when
to
we're
the
on-
one with "Song for the
Yeah.
Deaf." I think
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
album's called
yes.
that. It's like there's really like "Song for the Dead" is like. It's like really really good.
It's
And then
it's like a
there's-
peak song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's some songs on that album that are just really forgettable and
Yeah.
not as good as you might think.
Just
Yeah.
not like maybe just not as ear catching, but it's all more about like it's kind of almost like a concept album. You know, it's because they're like driving in California from one place
Yeah,
to
there's
another.
like a lot of radio interludes within the songs and,
And I
stuff
mean,
like
that-
that. But
That early version of Queens of the Stone Age could probably be considered a super group. Cause you
oh
got
yeah, you got Dave.
Grohl,
and-
Mark Lanigan,
Yes.
Tom, and
Troy, I don't remember how to say his last name, but Troy he played with like a Perfect Circle
yeah,
and a lot of other bands too.
yeah, that's Queens of the Stone Age is good, and they're still putting out good stuff. Like I know they just released an album like pretty recently within the past couple of years.
They,
Haven't had
they
a
have
chance
like
to
a
yet,
like
but-
Sat by the Ocean, I think it's called.
Mhm.
That's a really good song. It's like from like 2016.
I mean, yeah, they're still headlining like festivals
Yeah,
and stuff, so
yeah.
obviously they're still doing pretty good.
Yeah. Oh,
for
they're
themselves.
like
And Josh is still in good form too.
Yeah,
And still sing.
I love his tones. A lot of his tones that he gets are very, I don't know, just dirty.
He's a really interesting guitar player though.
Yeah, he has a lot.
Like
of,
his solo
yeah.
on like No One Knows, instead of like
Mhm.
where people would do bends, he does like a slide.
Yeah, he does a
He's
lot of
like
sliding
really
stuff.
fast slides in between. Just kind of like a unique approach to playing guitar. He's pretty
Yeah.
pretty good. Just
And
identifiable.
multi-instrumentalist too.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I think he joined the Screaming Trees like during one of their.
Mhm. During Dust.
It was during Dust, but he joined a little before that for a tour. And he was like one of the only people Mark got along with in the band, is what he said. Which is kind of funny because they were in a band together for so long, but I think they all like just didn't get along. Besides Barrett Martin, obviously, goat drummer as well.
Good drummer.
So is that all you've been listening to, or?
Like other than like certain specific songs here and there, like one song that I recommend you guys to listen to
Ooh,
is
song that's
rec-
Jordan's
song
song
recommendation.
recommendation.
it's another one that Colby showed me, of course. It's "What If I Came Knocking," John Mellencamp.
Okay.
Oh,
But there's a specific like
Ryan.
live
You gotta
version
listen to
that
this song,
is really really good.
See, after seeing John Mellencamp live and not really,
Me
not
and Jordan
really
talked about
enjoying
that.
it, not really enjoying it.
Yeah, I heard you walked
it's-
out. So
Yeah, we walked
Well-
out like after Jack and Diane. 'cause-
right, but in this video he's like 30s, 40s.
Okay,
he's
yeah.
good.
It's in the 90s.
He's not in his 70s
yeah,
right
he
now.
was smoking a cigarette on stage inside when we were, and he got into a confrontation with the audience.
That it also happened at our show. as
Yeah,
well.
so probably scripted, but still,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Ooh,
he's representing.
Yeah.
us.
Represent
so-
Indiana.
Represent Indiana.
Oh wait. Oh, we've never even said we're from Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, they've seen us at
We are
Sweetwater
from the
and stuff.
region.
From the
What are you doing?
From the region.
What are you doing?
Dude, Fort Wayne's one of the biggest cities in Indiana.
It's like the second biggest.
second
isn't it?
biggest city in Indiana.
Cut this
dude.
out.
We're not cutting this out.
Sweetwater is like a international business, dude.
Sweetwater's
It's worldwide.
great.
Okay.
We've seen bands that shout out Sweetwater, so that's cool.
Yeah.
It's always fun when like an artist is from your home state.
Yeah, like Shannon Hoon from Indiana.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
a lot of people
He's
have
from
been
Lafayette,
West Lafayette.
West Lafayette.
Axl
Same
Rose.
as Axl Rose, yeah.
And,
Michael Jackson.
One that we just talked about, Days the New.
Oh,
from
Travis Meeks.
Yeah.
Travis
Yeah.
Meeks.
There was one other
That's
one
cool.
that Austin was
Mike Epps.
Yeah. Michael Jackson, obviously. From Old Gary, Indiana.
Most famous person ever.
Yeah.
probably.
Wait. Yes, there was another one. I can't.
David Lee Roth.
Yeah, David Lee Roth. It was
David Lee Roth.
Yep.
And Mick Mars. as
Mick
well.
Mick Mars is from Muncie.
Yeah.
I don't
think-
remember.
Or
think
it might have been Muncie or Marion. It was
But
or
a
like
lot of
Terre
a lot of the
Terre
people.
Haute. No, it is Terre Haute.
Yeah, a lot of the people that are born in Indiana that are famous
Don't
like
stay in Indiana.
are there
Don't
for
stay
like
in
2
Indiana.
years. They're
Yeah.
born there and then they move.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I do think John Mellencamp has a place in Indiana, in
Probably.
in West
I
Lafayette.
did a elementary school report on John Cougar. He had like
John
4
Cougar.
wives and went to
Yeah.
like Vincennes University. It's like down near Kentucky. So
Yeah.
But he's a Seymour boy.
Yeah.
That's where he's
Well,
from.
a lot of like, there's a lot of bands from like the Midwest region. Like Hum, I know is from
Champaign.
Champaign, Illinois. And then
That's where
Smashing-
REO Speedwagon
Smashing
is from too.
Pumpkins are from Chicago, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that around that area.
another Midwest band that me and Colby just listened to is 311.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like that's one band that you don't think is Midwest
Yeah, I
at
didn't
all.
even
They're
know
from
that.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
and their bassist is from Indiana. Peanut.
Really?
Yeah,
It's a really
They're
good
like-
bassist.
You share a name with him?
I do.
Peanut.
They're like the most California sounding
Yeah.
band like ever, but
Yeah.
they're from Nebraska, which is
That is weird.
hilarious.
Well, they have there's so many influences in 311 sound.
Mm.
It's like they got from rap, from like
Ska.
funk, and yeah,
Yeah.
they're from ska as well.
they're is it their first album, the blue one? It's the second one, I think.
Third,
Okay, yeah, their first one's called like Music or something.
it's like Music Grassroots, and then they're self-titled.
yeah, their self-titled one it's pretty heavy, honestly.
Yeah.
They're
They, they
like
do have a lot of heavy ass riffs.
Yeah.
Nick Hexum and Tim Mahoney. They got
Did you
great
see their
talent. Regular
their
Tiny.
NPR Tiny Desk concert?
Yes, I
They
did.
sounded
It was
really
actually
good.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
that out.
there's an album that I listened to the other day at work by a band named Dandelion. It came out in 1993. It came up on my Spotify, so I was like, and it looked kind of heavy, so I wanted to listen to it, and it kind of reminded me of like My Sister's Machine mixed with, I don't know. Did you listen to some of the songs?
By Dandelion?
Yeah.
I didn't get to it, dude.
I think it's called I Think I'm Gonna Be Sick is the album. And it
it's
was
like
actually,
the black.
yeah,
the
black
black.
with like a white figure on it. And it's actually a pretty damn good album. Reminded me a lot of My Sister's Machine mixed with elements of Alice in Chains and all like grunge bands. Just a lot of cool riffs on there, a lot of use of wah pedals and different effects. And then like really like the last song is like 16 minutes long and there's like a 6-minute break of just silence in it, and then it comes into like the last song of it. So kind of like a My Second Album thing on Purple. But
Well, that's really interesting. Yeah, that's one of the bands that you found and told me about was My Sister's Machine. It's kind of like
yeah.
92 did their first album come
Diva,
out?
I think it came out in 92, but I think they were around in like the late 80s because Nick Pollock, who's the lead singer, was in a band with Lane, and you can honestly hear the influence from like Lane singing
you really
in
can.
that album like all together. But it's a really good album.
You should actually listen
I'll
to
check it out.
Yeah, really damn good. And I think they have a second album after that. I haven't gotten the chance to listen to it yet, but I am gonna put it on at some point because I like the first album a lot. Downloaded a lot of the songs up there. So.
A lot of wah.
Yeah, a lot of wah.
It's like really almost a lot of Jerry influence.
Yeah,
on that
exactly.
album too.
I think they met at the I think like him and Lane like met at the Music Bank, like where Lane let Jerry stay and stuff. So like that entire thing is like just connected. It's like I made a. How often have you listened to Mother Love Bone a lot?
No.
Okay. Well, I saw a post. I posted something a couple days ago. They had like Mother Love Bone considered as grunge, and like people were saying that Mother Love Bone isn't grunge, and then I saw a comment that was like, think about it as like the degrees of Kevin Bacon with Andrew Wood, because it's like everyone in the grunge scene is connected to Andrew Wood. Yeah, everyone. I mean, Jeff Ament and Stone came from Mother Love Bone, and then, you know, you have so many songs written about him. Far Behind, Wood in general. And then, yeah.
Well, like the whole concept of grunge is kind of, I think it's gotten to people's head a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a blanket term, really.
Like in the last episode, you guys said, "Here we go, not grunge," and then you said Smashing Pumpkins, and like in my head, they're kind of
they have grungy songs,
but I mean they're closer to grunge than like some other bands that.
Yeah, it's like if you don't
what
would you even classify them as if you don't?
No, they're almost shoegaze.
Yeah,
there's so much shoegaze.
Like the early, Gish, definitely I would consider more shoegaze. But then you go to like Siamese Dream, and that's just atmospheric landscape that they create.
mean, yeah, that's more like alternative stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing around the term grunge, it's like really, it was like almost a marketing term.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Like to get people to like, wasn't it to like get people to like buy clothes or something to dress like their favorite
like
artists, like because like Nirvana and like Kurt wore like a button pullover and
or like a flannel
normal shirt and then like jeans, and like it was, like became like a whole fashion trend basically.
Fashion trend. Yeah, I think a lot of people look at grunge as more of like a marketing movement. That's definitely more what it is, just to sell more albums. Yeah. Which is kind of
the thing. It is a music movement too.
Yeah,
it's both.
Right.
But like some people hold it really close to their heart.
Yeah, like when people add in a band to grunge, they get pretty mad. Like, hey, this is not grunge. Dude.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bands that should be considered grunge. Like, I mean, Mudhoney, obviously, one of the OGs in that realm.
There's only like 5 that really should be called grunge, as most people say. It's like Green River, Mudhoney.
Yep.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden is probably the most grunge out of the grunge. Because Nirvana's more punk.
Yeah.
Nirvana's way more punk. Alice in Chains is way more metal. Pearl Jam is way more classic rock than / hard rock. And
like even like Stone Temple Pilots, they're not really even close to grunge kind of. I mean,
they're from San Diego.
I mean,
but like they were a band like going up with those other bands at the same time. They were definitely more, I don't know,
hard rock.
They're more hard rock alternative.
Especially Core. Like, Core is definitely one that you could consider as a grunge album, just because there's so many dirty riffs in there, and just the vocal fry that Scott puts on really represents that era of music, I think, so well. But yeah, I totally agree. Like, especially as their albums go on and the evolution of the band goes on, they start using more complex chord progressions and voicings and stuff. It definitely breaks away from the mold of grunge itself.
It's awesome to see a band where their later albums get better.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
Tiny Music is. Like,
I still think Purple is their best one.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It's like perfect.
Every song
on on a really good day, you don't skip any, but like sometimes I do.
We kind of talked about
Penny
it.
Is a skip.
Yeah.
And Loungefly
can
be a skip.
Can be a skip, but other than that, like every song you're listening to on that one. But
And like you mentioned shoegaze. Do any of you like shoegaze at all?
Yeah, I've been listening to like Mazzy Star quite a bit.
Yeah.
I like Mazzy Star because a lot of I know that their first album came out in like 1990, so that's like early stuff.
I mean, a lot of people like contribute shoegaze to, I think it's
My Bloody
Valentine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I listened to
Loveless?
The song?
No. I thought that was the album.
Oh. They have a song that like a lot of people know,
Mm.
but you know, it's like one of those things. Yeah, I know that song. I just don't know the name or the
Yeah.
artist. But
Mhm.
like, what's like Super Heaven? They're like a
That's a newer.
Yeah.
They're like they've only released 2 albums in like 2013 or something.
Okay.
But they're pretty heavy shoegaze, I guess. And then
I
oh
feel
my
like
God.
that.
What was
I
the
feel
other-
like that genre has gotten way more popular over the years. Like indie
That
itself,
sound, yes.
Yeah, indie has gotten
And, like,
way more popular.
Slow Dive.
Yeah,
they're
I've heard of Slow Dive,
they're
yeah.
really good. At
They're
least
from,
they're
England, right?
I think so. But like I think it's the tone of guitar
Yeah,
that they
just
use. It's like really
mellow.
heavy,
Yeah.
and like it's the tone of the guitar paired with like the vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of shoegaze vocalists are not loud in the
Yeah.
mix, and they're kind of just like talking kind.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Like that
it's,
one song. Where was it you that sent me the Vapor Trail by Ride?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
All right, let me pull it up and show you
Maybe.
that, because you sent it to me, and it's like it's kind of that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I did send that one to you.
Mhm.
I think that one's like actually like an early influence for a lot of shoegaze. Because I listened to that album actually, and it's actually damn good as well.
Well, I think My Bloody Valentine I think came out in '89.
like the My Bloody Valentine. Like you can almost barely make out what they're saying.
Mhm.
Oh.
But like the guitar tone is just super heavy and
Yeah.
Well, Loveless,
Yeah.
the album came out in '91,
yeah.
so Ride is before that. But I don't know. Shoegaze can be tracked back though quite a
A long
time.
ago.
I think it's
mean,
like a '70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
70s, it
definitely
goes
one of
back.
the genres that it takes a while to get into. Like
Yeah.
Absolutely.
there's
Especially
a
if you listen to like a lot of heavy music and like fast-paced music.
yeah,
like-
because when you think of heavy
Yeah.
music, you're like, oh, this guy's about to scream or something,
Yeah.
and then shoegaze, they're like
Laid back vocals,
Really
almost
mellow.
like they're laying down on the floor
Yeah,
singing
like-
it.
I showed Colby a song by Super Heaven
Mhm.
called "Youngest Daughter." That's
It's
that's
Song
like their
song
most.
recommendation number
That's
2.
like their most
It
popular.
is a good song.
That's their most popular. It's on TikTok now and everything.
Mhm.
But Colby did not like the singing at all. He's like, "What? This guy sucks, dude." He
Oh,
can't even
hey, come on,
Okay,
hey,
I don't
we
think he
can't be
said. I
putting
don't
that-
remember what he said, but he didn't. I showed him like another song that I thought was good, and he's like,
Well, I
kinda-
told him
it's like weird to get into because it's not really what you expect
Yeah.
from.
it's not necessarily all about the heaviness. It's more about like the atmospheric
Yeah, that's
feeling
like,
of the
that's-
Yeah.
song.
That's a lot of the reason why I like Mazzy Star a lot, just because their songs are so atmospheric. Like when you put headphones in, like you can almost feel like the space in your ears.
Yeah, like
it's
Slow
really cool.
Dive is like super atmospheric. Like
Mhm.
they're like they have like a I think it's their first album.
Mhm.
I can't remember, but like most of their songs like I couldn't tell you a single lyric. It's just like the music that
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know,
that's
it's
like the
just-
main
it's
draw of
pretty cool.
shoegaze is the music, like
Yeah.
the music
did-
itself.
Did Midwest emo kind of come out of shoegaze a little bit?
it's
a lot
it's
of-
pretty
a lot of-
similar because
yeah.
like
They used like
Uh,
weird tunings.
A
you
lot of
listen
weird
to American Football.
Mhm.
The
I
one,
like Nevermind.
yeah, Nevermind. That's like
It's a good
super
song.
popular, but I think like I showed you like a title fight song.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
They
Midwest
become
emo or it's kind of like
That's
combination.
that's
of
an
those two,
indie.
but
It's they're an indie artist.
yeah.
So
Which indie's gotten so much more popular, especially like us being in like college and stuff. A lot of the people that I know in school listen to indie. A lot of indie.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have a good segue into another artist that we can
Okay.
talk about.
All right, go for it.
So, and also, this is becoming ever more popular in our age group. Jeff Buckley.
I was just gonna say it, dude.
Jeff Buckley is OP.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like us three, like in high school, we literally just listened to like rap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Like-
yeah.
Like that's all I listened to. But then like I remember like when I was a kid, my dad would put on like Pearl Jam or something because
Same here.
he was like our age when they came out, so
Yeah.
that'd been awesome.
Yeah, dude. Same with my
But
dad.
like I just remember opening his he keeps a book of like his ticket stubs and all these bands that he went and saw, and so I was like, all right, let me just get into this rock stuff again, I guess. And then like I don't know who told me about Jeff Buckley. It might have been Colby because
I don't know.
he likes to make nicknames of people like Jeff Buckwheat. That's what he calls him.
Beth Buckley.
Beth Buckley.
I do a
Yeah.
lot of weird
Beth
things,
Buckley's
but
a good one.
He like gives himself dyslexia on purpose. But like I don't remember if I listened to Grace, the album, all the way through first, or if he showed me like a live version
Of Grace.
of a song.
I remember trying
That's
to
the
listen to. I tried to listen to Grace for the first time.
Grace.
Like
the song Grace.
Did you show me a live version?
Yeah,
of
the
Grace
live
first?
one from Grace from the BBC.
Yeah, and then
where
like
does the scream at the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
there's one like Lover, you should have come over at the Cabaret Metro.
Yes, in
It's
Chicago.
like a 9-minute version of it. It's like
So beautiful.
That's my
so
favorite
good.
Jeff
And then
Buckley song.
like his other live album at
Cena.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good. There's a couple of songs that covers that he does
That, Van
Mama,
Morrison.
that are really
Mama,
good.
You've Been on My Mind is one of my
Bob
favorite
Dylan.
ones. Yeah.
Like
that's one of my
the
favorite
Sweet
ones.
Thing.
Sweet Thing's
Van
really
Morrison.
good.
Mhm.
Love Van Morrison.
The one
Oh,
French one.
Corpus Christi Carol.
No. It's like actually a French name.
It's a really good. Does he sung all in French, isn't it?
It's mostly in
Probably.
French.
Yeah.
Have you heard it?
Maybe if you'd have to pull it up, but
What I can.
no, I remember trying to
going.
listen to Grace for the first time like a couple years ago, and I kind of like because I heard how like I had everyone's known Hallelujah for so long,
Right.
and like you kind of put two and two together, and then I tried to listen to Grace like a while ago, and I was like, it was kind of hard for me to get into, but now like, oh no, I haven't listened.
That one.
Janine. I'm not gonna try.
Now-
to say it, but
now,
it's
like,
like
pas
it's
la
really
fin.
it's. I saw it. I like a lot of the music I kind of get from TikTok. Not like they play the song, but like there was this trend. It's like, what's your favorite song by this guy? And they say like a popular one, and then in their head it's like, no, it's this French song that he
Yeah.
did live.
Mhm.
So I went and listened to it, and it's really good. But like
Hit the guitar
honestly,
playing
like,
on it is insane.
on Grace, I like when I say I download a song, that means I like put it on my playlist or
Yeah.
something. Like Hallelujah, I didn't put on my playlist.
Mhm.
It's kind of one of those things that you kind of have to be in the right mood to listen to,
Yeah.
I guess. But,
Yeah,
I mean, that whole album is
like-
like
yeah,
I mean, listening to them and like watching him live are completely different
Yeah.
because like the guitar parts sound kind of easy, but then like you watch him live
Oh, it's
and he's
insane.
like switching
it's insane, dude.
notes so many times in a few seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, and his finger picking patterns that he uses are just so complex.
yeah. We talked about it kind of. I don't which. I think it was the guitarist one.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
his songwriting ability on the guitar is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Just
the
the way
abil-
like so real is so
yeah,
like kind of
real.
unconventional.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I think I got a point for that one. I showed Colby So Real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did. That
And
is.
then I also showed him another Jeff Buckley song on like his.
Everybody here wants you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one's so good.
That's
dude.
Ryan
that's like
listened
an
to that
R
whole-
and B.
Yeah, I listened to that whole album. That album's actually really good.
Yeah.
Who knows where he would have gone?
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
so,
If
it's
he
didn't
so
pass
sad
away.
It's really
to-
sad.
Yeah.
But like, his like mirror pick guard on his Telecaster.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I love Telecasters.
And, like, Also, is it it's Last Goodbye, right?
Yeah.
I was mixing it up with Say Goodbye, Dave Matthews Band. But Last Goodbye, like the bass part on that is just so good.
oh, the
Yeah, the
boom-ding,
band
boom-ding.
the band that Jeff Buckley has around him is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, like watch the live versions of his songs. Like the drummer
Mm-hmm.
is like I don't know how hard he's trying to not hit the drums so hard, or like he's just so good. Like
The dynamics that he can
It-
have,
it-
like
Yeah.
going
they're
from
all
quiet to just absolutely blowing the roof off.
he
is-
stays in the pocket.
Oh
like,
yeah,
They're-
the entire
and, like,
band is so tight.
I looked him up on Wikipedia, and it's like kind of weird that he really hasn't done much after Jeff Buckley.
I mean,
like,
once you play
he's
with an
super good.
artist like that, that's like once in a generation, I feel like it'd be hard to find another band that you really want to fit into after
Yeah.
playing with Jeff Buckley. I know this is actually a crazy story. So, this girl in my class,
Oh,
this girl in my class told, like, because we were talking about Jeff, like I brought up Grace and Jeff Buckley because I was listening to it like a lot at the time, and she said that her uncle like lived in Memphis. He's from Memphis, right?
Jeff Buckley?
No, where did he? No, he died in Memphis, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, but she said that he played like with him like in bars like when he was first starting out, and like showed me a picture of him with him, and I was like, oh, that's insane, dude. Like,
That's wild.
yeah, just man, I wish I was born like earlier so I could live through that stuff, but.
But I was just going to say, like, Jeff Buckley's band, they're just so musical, and they know exactly what they should do.
Yeah, they know exactly
live
where
for
he's
each
going.
song.
They know exactly where he's going. It's like
He's
yeah,
he's an excellent composer as well as he is just a musician in
it's
general.
like when you and I are jamming or something, like just the eye contact that they can have and just know where the song is going and when to bring it up and when to bring it down is just so important. That's such a musical aspect that is just huge in making
Their
a
bass
song
player
sound great.
their bass player is just
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
bass player.
If you haven't already, just go listen to Jeff Buckley. It's
Yeah,
I
go
know
listen
it's
to
not
Completely agree.
grunge. It's not
Yeah.
grunge, but it's like
Alternative.
you gotta appreciate music
Yeah.
sometimes.
That's yeah, you have to just appreciate the music on that one because it's just the musicality is just next level for Jeff Buckley.
Yeah, there's some, not about Jeff Buckley, but like in music in general, there's songs that you don't like or whatever, but you gotta realize what they're playing is like really good. And
Yeah.
Objectively.
difficult. Like I mentioned earlier, Dave Matthews Band. Like me and Colby have kind of gotten into them lately, or like past
mine was
end
just
of
on
the
a-
year, kind of. But
Yeah.
I was just on a complete whim. I was coming home from I don't know what concert I was, but it was at Ruoff. And I was just like,
You're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna listen to Crash.
I was like, I'm gonna listen to Crash Into Me right now. I'm gonna become a Dave Matthews guy.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it. I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty good. And then it kind of
Yeah.
spiraled into now I've listened to like 6 albums from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been getting into a lot of like emo stuff, like a lot of
yeah,
like mid 2000s. Escape the Fate I mentioned is one of my Desert Island albums, but like a lot of those songs, it's like people don't like it just because of the
They're,
vocal
like,
style.
screaming
yeah,
or
the
something,
vocal style.
but,
But
like-
once you look past that and go to like the musical aspect
Yeah.
of it, oh my god, those guys are virtuosos, literally. It's crazy some of the stuff they're playing
Yeah.
at that age. Because
unless you listen to math rock, that stuff sucks. I'm sorry. Polyphia, they suck. I'm sorry.
Tim Henson's a crazy guitar player.
He's
though.
really good.
They're all great. Like this
They're great
is
musicians.
But like,
look, this is
it
the thing.
doesn't sound like
Put
none of
together.
it is memorable. Like, hey, name a
Yeah.
riff off of Polyphia. I don't know. They don't really have riffs. I guess they just
It's like just guitar playing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
anyway.
Which, yeah.
And that's where you get into the whole thing about like they're such like great, interesting musicians
Musicians. Yeah.
that it's objectively good. But it's like again, it's just all subjective. Music is all subjective. It's
Like,
some people will like it, some people will not.
like Tool.
Yeah, Tool.
Oh, but Tools.
Yeah,
But Tools.
we just listened to that on
Yeah.
the way here. But Tool,
Like I listened to.
yeah, they're really good.
I listened to
No, Tool's
Undertow
good.
and Lateralis last week. For the first time, like all the way through. Obviously, I've heard songs off of both of them, but dude,
Schism is just
Danny
a
Carey.
masterpiece.
Danny Carey.
That's all you gotta
Oh
say.
my.
Danny Carey.
Jeez.
And Justin Chancellor, dude.
Paul Diamore before.
Dude, Colby told me that
Oh no.
Adam Jones has his guitar bass turned all the way down. It's like the most dry signal, and then the bassist just
Yeah, that's like
is filling in.
Yeah,
it's such like it's a weird like you would not expect that from them.
Yeah.
But it's just like he
it
only
sounds so
uses the
heavy.
gain from the amp itself. He doesn't use any like pedals to make it.
Yeah.
So,
It's just so crazy because it sounds so heavy, especially like during their breakdowns.
but he just
Like
let
during the Grudge, dude. My God, it's insane.
the grudge. It's the
yeah.
first one off.
They're
of
also one of those
yeah.
bands that like you either like them or you
You don't like
really.
them, and if you do like them, it's like
You're a mega fan.
you're a mega fan. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm in the middle. I like them, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I
like,
haven't
dude,
listened
like
to
if
the
we
full
like
albums
last
or
year when we
anything,
went
but-
to Sonic Temple, like it would have been cool to see them.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Definitely.
man, just hearing Danny Carey's drumming ability is absolutely insane.
The thing is, it's like all the members in that band are musically amazing. Like
So
Adam
musically
Jones is such an
inclined.
interesting guitarist.
Yeah.
Just in the way he uses his
Did
techniques.
you know that he was a special
Yes.
effects artist?
Yeah.
And worked on like Edward Scissorhands?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like working in LA as like
A special effects artist. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think I listened to a Tool documentary on YouTube. The other
And-
day.
oh, I've seen that.
Don't they
Yeah.
like make all the music first and then Maynard comes in?
Maynard-
and sings?
yes.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
is it the opposite way?
No, it is that. It's
Yeah,
that
like
Didn't he talk about that on a Rick Beato video?
on the Rick
shout
Beato.
out Rick Beato. Like
Rick Beato!
watch his interviews. They're really good. I just watched the Stuart Copeland one.
Mhm.
That one's great.
Stuart
Stuart Copeland's so funny, dude.
He's
Such a great
hilarious.
drummer too.
Great drummer.
Police are great
It's
too.
like he's one of the ones you never think about, but like the influence he had on so many of the
Taylor
drummers
Hawkins.
from this era. Yeah, Taylor Hawkins. And I mean Taylor Hawkins with Roger Taylor as well.
Oh yes,
Roger
yes, yes.
Taylor's a phenomenal drummer.
It was Zenyatta Mendata though. I watched this. He had like a BBC
yeah, I
interview. It's
watched
40
that.
minutes long. Just him
That's-
talking about
that's a
drums.
great
It's
interview.
it's a beautiful interview.
There's so many drummers from that era of like the 70s that are just so phenomenal. Like obviously
Roger Taylor,
John
he
Bonham.
does have such a
obviously,
swagger,
Neil Peart, obviously, just
dude.
a phenom
GOAT.
behind the kid.
Neil,
Yeah.
it's so hard. Like, those could be top 3 drummers all time right there.
Picking a drumming go is insanely hard.
Well, the thing is, that's just rock. It's like there are so many like old
drummers
jazz
as
players,
well, like
Buddy Rich, Gene Krupa, like
Yeah, I'm not as educated on actual band members
Like music
as these
history and
guys.
stuff,
Like
yeah.
like I remember, I think I was just listening to like a Cheap Trick song, and Colby's like, "Oh, their drummer's OP."
Bun E. Carlos.
Yeah, like
He's dressed up like an accountant.
Colby
Yeah.
likes to play a game sometimes where he'll just ask you to name all the members in a band, and if you can't, he just criticizes you
Yep.
for like 10 minutes, and then it's over.
Or
But
says, "Oh, you don't know that guy?"
you don't. Oh, what? You don't know who that is?
I take music very seriously,
He does
people.
take
Yeah.
it very seriously.
So-
I mean,
It's very respectable.
yeah, it's fun.
Cheap Trick is
Also-
great.
Yeah, they're
Let's throw
they're
that
pretty
in.
good.
Underrated band.
Yeah,
Underappreciated.
underrated bands.
Underappreciated.
Oh, we can talk about
Who-
yeah.
Underrated bands.
We got to make sure we can't be throwing. You can't be like, I don't know. I was gonna.
Underrated bands.
This,
mean-
that's how it goes. I start something, then I just forget.
Someone said that we need to talk about Blind Melon.
Have you listened to much Blind Melon?
Not much, but like from what I've heard, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
And also like on your guys' page, they get like a lot of
a lot of love.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Just Shannon.
He's
Also, the guitar,
Roger Stevens, bro.
the guitar playing in Blind Melon is absolutely
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal.
So bluesy.
I
A lot
think
of the
I mentioned them earlier, but Days of the New, they're like
Pretty
I
underrated.
listened to their first album. They're really I mean, they're kind of like you have to get into them a little bit.
Mhm.
Like most people know Touch, Peel, and Stand.
Yeah, that's like their biggest. one,
Their most
probably.
popular,
Yeah.
but like their first album, I think it's like 12 or 13 songs.
Yeah.
But they're like 5-minute songs each, so
Mhm.
kind of like a little daunting. Like not many people like 5-minute
Mhm.
songs.
Yeah,
every
I
single
feel
song.
like-
But like they're literally just all acoustic,
It's instrumental.
and it's like not normal acoustic what you're thinking. Like they're not
Yeah.
like just like
It's like heavy acoustic.
They're
drumming,
dropped down.
like
They're drop
Travis
tuning.
Meeks.
Heavy acoustic.
Travis Meeks is so good.
Yeah, especially at
I-
riff writing.
yeah.
Especially at riff writing.
There's a on VH1 they did like a Doors where the surviving members of the Doors came back and played, and they had Travis Meeks on to do the end,
Oh yeah.
and he was like perfect for it. That's when he was like, well, the thing is he was so young when he started Days of the New too. I think he might have been under 20.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of so young and underrated, I think Silverchair's kind of
Oh
underrated.
man. Yeah. Silver
I mean,
chair,
they,
baby.
like
Frog Stomp actually turns almost. It turns
probably almost
29 this
30.
month.
Yeah.
It'll be 30
turn
next
29
month.
This
Or next
month.
year. Next year, I
This
mean.
month turns 29. So
And they'll only be in their mid 40s.
They're in their
Yeah,
mid
that's
40s.
Which is
insane.
wild.
I wish they
to
would
have a
get together.
30-year-old album and you're not even 50.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody knows Tomorrow. That's like such a great song, but
Such
like
a great song.
I don't know many people in bands that much. But
Yeah.
like when Colby was like, "Oh yeah, they're 15 in
You're like,
this."
what?
Okay, and then like they were on Radio City Music Hall.
On top of the.
Yeah, like on
Yes,
top.
yes. That's
And they're
what I-
like 16 years old playing up there.
It's insane.
And
Just
then, like-
imagine being an international superstar at
Yeah,
16 years old.
and then like I think a few years later, just Audio Slave goes up there to
Yeah.
debut.
yeah.
They're
Well, that was
live.
on top of Letterman's.
Yeah,
Oh, it
on
was?
Letterman's, yeah. But
Same thing.
like back then, it's like 15 being that musically inclined and creating those riffs. Like Daniel Johns came up with just some phenomenal riffs on that
Yeah.
album. But like nowadays, it's like there's so many young people that are doing stuff that, especially like with social media and everything.
Mason
you can-
Ramsey.
You can just put anything out there, dude. Have you listened to his new song?
It's actually
It's
kind of
actually
good.
pretty damn good. It's actually pretty good.
It's
He
actually
grew
good,
into
man.
it.
It's actually
it's
good.
actually good. But songwriting too. He's Daniel Johns. Like
Yeah.
Shade. If you haven't listened to
It's
Shade,
deep.
Yeah.
it's like a really good song, but it's like I think it's about like abuse and
Or like suicidal.
Speaking
dream.
of-
And, yes.
Suicidal dream.
because like one of the lyrics is like if you've been hurt, you got to tell somebody
Yeah.
or something
Mhm.
like that. And then it's like slow for the first 2.5 minutes, and then it just goes super heavy.
He
and
just starts
it's
screaming.
really good.
Starts screaming his head off.
And I think
So good,
I
dude.
I feel like I read somewhere like the like record company didn't want him to make that song. I don't remember,
Probably.
but
Hmm.
Probably.
it was like a really deep song for that time period, I guess,
Mm.
because
I mean, their
This is-
magnum opus might be Israel's Son.
Is a great song. Yeah.
false. It's Tomorrow.
Magnum opus. That was their hit.
Listen to Tomorrow. Just listen to it again. It's better.
Israel's Son is heavy, but I would agree with Jordan. I think Tomorrow is probably their
No.
magnum opus.
Don't agree.
All right.
Not their
that's fine.
magnum
You don't
opus.
have to agree.
All right, whatever.
Just know that's 2 against 1 right now.
Well, I think I'm kind of like when it comes to people's favorite songs of their artists, like I kind of choose like different ones because
Yeah.
like I know yours for Alice in Chains is Down in the Hole.
Yeah.
Is the live version or just
He switches.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd say, but like,
like for Alice in Chains? Mine is Rotten Apple.
yeah.
That's like my third most listened to song this year.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, Rotten Apple's great, but a lot of people like Wood or
Wood or Them Bones or Man in the
Yeah.
Box. But like,
what's your favorite, Colby?
Oh, I don't.
What would your favorite Alice in Chains song be? I don't think you've ever.
I've kind of.
said that.
I might have said it before. I don't know. It's really hard. I love I Stay Away.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
I think
one.
I think that you said that is your favorite one.
Yeah, but
When we
well,
did the
I
Jar
like
Flies
so
version.
many on.
Like anything off of
Jar of
Jar
Flies.
Flies is
Yeah,
my
perfect.
favorite.
Don't
perfect.
Follow.
Yeah.
That's one of my.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have to be. Probably have to be I Stay Away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's
like-
weird because like I have a tear between going back and forth between Dirt and the self-titled album, but the self-titled album just hits so differently in so many
Yeah.
ways.
I mean, it doesn't hit me that different because I'm rude and everything. I don't really care. But
Kinda.
I
But,
mean,
like, Shame on You, bro.
Shame on You is really good. I
Yeah.
do like that one.
You gotta
Yeah.
listen to Frogs, man.
Frogs.
I
Frog-
listen to Frogs. Frogs, you have to be in a specific mood to listen
or
to.
Over
I think.
Now, off of.
I like the unplugged version of that.
I do like the unplugged version, but I love the studio version as well.
Yeah. But anyway, like, I think the only one that I'm similar to people is Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Like, Alive is. Like, I
Alive.
don't
That's my
understand.
dad's favorite song.
I don't understand how people think Even Flow is better than that song.
I feel
it's
like
just
Even
not.
Flow, especially now, has been overplayed a lot.
Because
It's
it's
still-
Jesus. That's
it-
why.
Jesus.
It's still
That's
fire
exactly
though.
why.
It's
Even Flow is
Even
great,
Flow is
but
still
like,
good.
come
Great.
on, listen to the solo in Alive, and it's
Yeah.
better than
No,
anything Pearl Jam ever did. Yeah.
Sorry, Colby, I had to steal.
It's
it from
okay.
That's what the
It's
drums
alright.
do,
you.
guys.
The drums do.
That's kind of been, yeah.
The
Dave
running
Cruisen's drumming on
Yeah.
Alive is one of my favorite drum moments of all time.
But also, like, a lot of people don't like anything past Vitalogy.
Yeah,
For
I
Pearl
love
Jam?
Yield, bro. I think Yield is a great album.
Yeah. Is Yield
Let's gotta give it a fly.
after?
Yield is
It
after
is?
No Code.
Oh, shoot,
Yield's
never
after
mind.
No Code. Yeah.
Okay, but, like, on their self-titled one, there's a couple that are good.
Mm.
And they're, like, way different than
Yeah.
what they do. But, like, on, I don't even remember
Backspacer
No.
with the Just Breathe.
Oh,
Right
Just
Act.
Breathe is a good song.
That's
But
a
like
good
no,
song.
there's one called Save Me. It's like on the one with like their Halloween looking album cover.
Is it
Riot Act?
Yeah, is it Riot Act?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
I want
God.
to say it's Riot Act.
Oh yes.
Is it, like,
on
dark?
Riot Act.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good song.
think
It's
I
got
know,
like a
Are you excited for their new album?
No.
Straight up, no.
It
What'd you think of the new song?
I thought it was fine. I mean, it's kind of overproduced here and there.
Yeah,
like,
that's the thing. Like with the bands that from the 90's.
like they changed their drums for no
it's-
reason. Like
yeah,
the drum snare sound from the 90's and the early 2000s is
peak.
it's great.
Yeah.
And
You
then
could
like
say
you
it's
listen,
dated, but
they kind of sound like whatever like metal bands do now,
Yeah.
where their drums they just hit the snare drum so many times that they can't have like a loud snare
just
sound,
doing a
so
lot
it
of
just
blast
sounds
beats.
dead.
no,
yes.
it's the drums.
It's off
kinda-
Riot Act. It's Save You or I Am Mine.
Yeah,
Those are two good.
Yeah,
They
I Am
have
Mine
like
is good.
Mike does a. I think it's Mike. It's a Mike solo,
Yeah,
but it's literally like a 15-second solo,
yeah.
but it's really good. It's like a short solo, but it ends the song. It's really good.
Mm.
But don't listen to No Code. That album.
That's
is so
one
mid.
that tears a lot of Pearl Jam fans apart.
There's a few good songs on there, but me and Colby listened to it, and it was something. There it
Right
is.
here. No Code. Yeah, I don't know. It's one that definitely tears a lot of Pearl Jam fans apart.
Just not. It's avant-garde.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
avant-garde. Cool album though.
Yeah.
Little inside sleeve, but yeah,
But, yeah, like on like Stone Temple Pilots.
mm-hmm. Like
lot
when
of
they go
people's-
avant-garde, I don't know what it does, man. Just
Crazy.
it's yeah,
A lot of people's favorite song for them is obviously Interstate.
yeah, and that's for
Mine
good
is
reason.
Army Ants.
Yeah, good reason.
It's great.
Obviously.
It's so good.
Yeah, Eric's drumming on that is just phenomenal.
Exactly.
Dean's
That's
solo at the
exactly
end.
why.
Yeah.
But like Soundgarden, I guess they're like the one that I have gotten into the least. I guess.
That's why I'd say too. I shamefully say that because I definitely should get into more Soundgarden, but a lot of their stuff is like, where do you start? Where do you
I
start
don't
with
know.
Soundgarden?
I've never listened to their first one.
What is it? Screaming Life.
Yeah,
I listened to that. I think did we both listen to that? I listened to that EP. There's actually some pretty good songs on there. The mix is a lot different because it's when Hero's in the band, so his bass is really far forward in the mix.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
really
even know
loud.
what my favorite Soundgarden song would be.
Mine's probably Blow Up the Outside World.
That is actually right now it's 4th of July.
Oh yeah, great one. Super Unknown is phenomenal, and I'm so happy that we listened to that one because that
Yeah,
yeah.
I went and listened to it
It's great. Like
the other day too.
Oh, we can't.
What?
I don't think we could say the word about that. The last track on Super Unknown.
Oh yeah, like Sewer Slide.
Oh,
We were both so caught off guard at the end of
Yeah,
that.
oh,
We
yeah.
were like,
Damn.
yeah, it does go pretty hard at the end there.
Just yeah, Soundgarden's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
Oh.
great musicians as well.
Yeah.
yeah. Some other like bands that I've just recently got into, I guess, is like Hootie and the Blowfish.
Mm-hmm. I got Cracked Review back there, dude.
Of course, Colby showed me that again.
Yeah.
But like the second album, I really liked. But
Yeah, there's a
I don't
lot-
know. Colby didn't really. I mean, it's obviously not as good as Cracked Review.
Yeah.
Like that album is probably, in my opinion, no skips.
See, I downloaded quite a few off them.
Okay.
But the thing is, there's
Fairweather Johnson.
I've seen a lot
Fairweather
of
Johnson. That's a great name.
I've seen a lot of or I saw a video. This guy has a series called like Train Records, and Fairweather Johnson is on there. That it was like a lot. I saw a lot of, and I was reading the Wikipedia of it. There was like a review that said we didn't need another like Hootie album like this.
Oh.
But like I'm telling you, Cracked Rear View is
It's good. I have
one
to
of
listen
the
to it still.
one
I
of
have
the
it on
best
CD.
albums of the '90s.
It's great.
Such one of the best opening tracks.
Like, I would recommend, like, if you just hear, like, singles here and there, if you like the single, just go listen to the rest of the album.
Yeah.
Because a lot of music I like now is just, like, listening to a full album.
Yeah.
Just sitting down and listening to one, because, like I mentioned Flyleaf earlier, like,
I'm So Sick. You listen to
I'm
that
So
one,
Sick.
You're like, oh my God.
Like, Colby didn't hear that before I showed it to him.
Really?
Nah.
I was like, dude, that is all over TikTok.
Have you heard
I thought.
Enemy?
I don't know.
Oh, dude, that one's good.
But, like, I listened to the first album. It's only 30 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
it's like 33 minutes. It's like, it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Really
It's
good.
actually good, man.
It's actually good.
No, there is a lot of
like,
good tracks.
just
on
go
it.
listen
Yeah.
to full albums. Like you might know, like, their big hits. Like, Live is a band that
Yeah.
what's their...
Throwing
I
Copper.
can't even...
Throwing Copper.
Throwing Copper. Like, they have some hits off of that
Such a
one. Like,
Lightning Crashes.
I Alone, Lightning Crashes.
That's such a good album, though, dude.
I have it on.
Yeah, we
CD
just
back.
sat
I got a
down
lot
and
of
listened
songs
to it.
on
and
Pillar
of Davidson
Davidson
is...
That is one of
so
my
good.
favorite.
So good.
Yeah,
It's so good. Yeah. And then also,
phenomenal.
like,
Underappreciated band right there.
exactly. Well,
Ryan, they sold like 8 million
dude.
copies.
Yeah, they're in that book.
They
The
sold
top-selling albums
so
in the 90s.
many of Throwing Copper.
But just Throwing Copper.
it's a really good album.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like, their snare sound is great. And, like,
It's
if you
one of the
watch
two Chads
if
in
you
the
watch
band.
them live, like, the drummer's snare drum is, like,
Angled.
it's
It's
really
tilted.
angled.
I think
So it just hits it really hard.
I think like the weird setup kits are like really cool. I know like
Yeah.
Local H's old drummer, Joe Daniels, I think that's his name.
Yes.
He has his like toms like up here.
Wow.
It's really weird. Like his toms are up there and his snares like really angled, and then all his cymbals are like really out to the side. It's really weird, like a weird setup, but he hits the drums so hard. I feel like it gets that just extra momentum. Yeah.
A lot of weird.
Like, if you just listen to full albums, you will get into different kinds of
Yeah.
music.
Because a lot of
like-
bands try a lot of different styles and things on their albums. Like a lot of albums aren't fully cohesive. Like
with the single.
yeah, with the single. It's
Yeah, like I remember just driving, and Colby had a Change by Deftones.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And when I first heard it, I thought Chino was the weirdest singer of all time. Like,
Yeah.
he's so weird when you first hear them. But, like,
It's a little bit off-putting when you
yeah.
first hear them.
But, like, I realized that, that's not even their first album. That's, like, their third or something.
and Around the Fur is just
Yeah.
Oh my
But, like, if you
God.
get into them, I
yeah,
guess
Anthony loves
they're
Deftones
good.
over here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Anthony loves Deftones.
They're really good.
He's
like,
jealous we got to see him.
I kind of forget their whole set.
Well, the
honestly,
thing is,
like-
they were they were good.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
They were phenomenal. I
really
wish
good.
the mix was a little weird at the
Yeah,
place.
I wish
so.
we were down in the pit, dude. That
Like,
would've been sick.
yeah, Stefan
Oh yeah.
is so good.
He's such an interesting
literally,
guitarist.
like, I've showed Colby a lot of Deftones songs, mainly because he puts out. Stefan does on YouTube.
Yeah,
just
oh yeah,
him
he has-
playing
Yeah, he has
with the song.
a lot of guitars for bands recently have been doing that, like just putting like doing them covers. I know the guitarist for the old guitarist for Falling in Reverse does that, and then the guitarist for the band Taking Back Sunday does that after
Yeah.
they like left the band. They just go and on like have their own channel. They stream on Twitch and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, I would say go watch Stefan because he puts out Deftones songs that aren't really known.
Yeah.
It's like, and he's playing
like-
them on guitars that are like half of
They're
a,
the weirdest guitars.
half
ever.
of a redwood tree.
Yeah.
Thick. They're
I
like
don't-
that.
I
that
seriously don't think he
long.
owns a 5-string, and if he does,
Six-string.
it's like a.
Six-
Oh yeah,
Six-string.
6-string. Sorry, I think he does
He
own a
probably does own
5-string.
You're talking about a
bass.
banjo,
Probably
then-
does own a
He
5-string.
does have a 5-string bass, I think, or
Oh,
like
yeah.
a baritone
Yeah.
Yes.
that he
yes.
plays on one of the songs. But like, yeah, every single one is 7 or 8 strings. It's so
Yeah.
weird. And then he has like Telecaster looking bodies with 7 strings on it,
Yeah, that's so sick.
like all active pickups and everything. But like,
Yeah, the
they're
pickups
good.
are like that long
yeah, they're
for all the
massive.
string. The fretboards
Yeah.
are so wide, dude.
They're really good. I
Yeah.
like them.
Yeah, Deftones is great.
Abe Cunningham, great
Abe
drummer.
Cunningham, yes.
Hits the snare so hard.
Yeah, when they did their 90's band or whatever, I might have picked him
Yeah.
for my drummer.
Yeah, we looked back on this now. Me and Ryan were both talking about it. We did kind of say no metal. We were both very upset that we did not. One of us didn't pick Danny Carey.
Yeah, we were upset about
Because that would have been the most
Yeah.
phenomenal
Yeah.
pick to have.
And also, Ryan said Chris Novoselic was the tallest bassist he knows. If you guys know Typo Negative,
How tall is
Peter
the bassist?
Steele,
Peter
How tall is
Steele,
the bassist?
he's like 6'8", I think.
6'8",
How tall is Chris? 6'7"?
6'7".
Ah, an inch.
But like Peter Steele plays it like Lemmy kind of does. He just like
Down picking.
super heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Typo Negative, they have a couple songs. They did a theme song for Kane
Oh, it's really good.
that never was used. Oh my god, it's insane. Like-
WWE theme songs go so hard.
Yes,
For real.
Speaking of Kane, Finger 11 did
Slow
an
Chemical.
amazing Kane theme song.
You can be
Yeah, there was like a. I used to watch wrestling when I grew up, so there was like a time period in the late 90's, early 2000s where WWE just like got these bands to do
Yeah.
theme songs.
Yeah, like Limp Bizkit doing Undertaker's
Limp
theme
Biz-
song.
yeah.
Limp Bizkit.
Like
At
at one
WrestleMania,
point,
bro.
WWE literally named them
Yeah.
WWE's favorite band in the
Yeah.
whole world, Limp Bizkit.
And they
Like,
performed at
come on.
WrestleMania, bro. That's
Like,
awesome.
Like that would
Keep
never
rolling.
What?
that would never be allowed
Oh,
today.
dude.
Hands up.
Favorite band in their whole world? No way.
Hands up. Now hands down. Back up. Back up.
Yeah, and Undertaker would come out on a freaking
Motorcycle.
Harley Davidson
Yeah,
or something.
dude, awesome.
Sick. And then like Stone Cold had one. Disturbed did his theme song.
You know that Austin was named after Stone Cold Steve Austin?
That's great.
Really?
Yeah, he told me that yesterday.
That's sick.
I was like, so when
That's
you came
great.
out of the womb, the glass broke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
then
great.
yeah, like what was it? Oh, Chris Jericho had one. Like not he has like one really good one that like just WWE made.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Break the
Edge.
Walls
the Wall
Down.
Down.
Edge.
That's
Alter
so
Bridge
good.
For Edge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Metalingus.
Metalingus. Come on now.
But like Chris
Oh.
Jericho had one by Saliva.
Yeah.
You're the king of my world. It's
Yeah.
so good. Listen to
good
that.
song.
King of my world. Saliva and WWE. Chris Jericho.
Wow.
And also like Christian had a couple good ones. And like what was I gonna say? John Cena did his own
Yeah.
theme
John
song.
Cena did his
He's a
own.
beast.
Plug it
Also
Economics.
loyalty, respect, baby.
Yeah. And also The Rock. He's
Yeah.
he's trending right now. He was like roasting some people.
Oh, really?
But
John Cena's trending
like-
because he went naked at the Oscars.
yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He probably wanted to do that.
Yeah, probably.
honestly. He's cool.
All right, so we're going to get ready to wrap this up, but I want to get Jordan's opinions on Creed in 5 minutes. Anthony has to go to work soon.
Oh.
I want to get Jordan's opinions on Creed in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, Creed opinions. Just you talking, go.
What?
Creed. No,
And Colby talking.
we can join in, but
We'll
like
join in, yeah.
you know, when I heard Creed for the first time, I thought they were pretty good, and then I heard all these rumblings that, oh, Creed sucks. I hate Creed. Everybody hates Creed.
And now everyone's coming out of the woodworks as a Creed fan. Me included. I
Ryan
used to
included.
hate on Creed. I
Wait.
used to hate on Creed.
He's
Was it that loud?
So Creed.
yeah, Creed. People don't like Creed mainly because the main
Lead singer.
lead singer
Scott
Stapp, the GOAT. He sounds too much like Eddie Vedder. I don't really think he sounds like
Yeah,
Eddie
once
Vedder,
you listen to him
honestly.
enough, it's like he can distinguish their voices really easily.
Even
Yeah.
people said that about Scott, and I
Yeah.
don't
Really?
get that.
Yeah, a lot
About
of
Scott
people-
Weiland.
On
yes.
Core, a lot of people said that Scott sounded like Eddie Vedder.
Okay, I
Yeah,
don't
no.
hear that at all.
At all. No.
But
Back
like
to Creed.
anyway, just the thing like I remember we used to play Cold War Zombies a lot, and we just have like Creed on in the background, and we just make fun of how Scott used to say like under
Arms wide open.
Opon.
Opon.
It's Opon.
Sounds Canadian a little bit, yeah.
And like even on like Scott's solo thing, there's a song called "You Will Soar." He says "Clayhoud" as "cloud." It's like,
The clay hound.
how does he get this? But anyway, like, and then all of a sudden, once you switch lead singers to Miles Kennedy, oh, they're good now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You just take out
Ooh.
Scott Stapp, and it's like, what?
Sure.
That's sick.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Because,
but-
like, Mark Tremonti is a guitarist.
yeah, Mark Tremonti. I mean, if you have your own signature model, you're
PRS,
you're pretty good.
You're
at it.
pretty damn good.
Yeah. Mark Tremonti's really good. I like Creed.
Yeah.
If you
Like
don't like
Creed?
Creed, I mean, love Creed.
Yeah,
Sorry. If
you
you
gotta-
don't love them, I mean, if you don't love them, that's fine. If you don't like them,
You're
Come on,
lying to yourself.
quit lying.
You are lying to yourself.
Just go listen.
pretending.
Just go listen to what album would you recommend a first-time Creed listener listen to?
I would just start at My Own Prison.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
their first album. Came out in '99, I think.
Yeah.
What's
It's,
their
It's
ironically, it's probably their best album cover because it just goes down.
it is, yeah. Like if you look at their album, please don't like get.
Don't judge it by the album.
Yeah,
covers.
they are the worst album covers of all time.
I
probably.
think their album covers, like, I think that was when Photoshop started to come around, so they
Yeah.
were like starting to use that
and
for the
like,
first time.
yeah, definitely don't watch their music videos either. Those
Yeah.
are terrible.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
It looks like Spy Kids or Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Spy Kids special effects. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I seriously don't understand how people don't like them.
Well, you also
Like, I'm
grew
dead
up
serious.
listening to them. Like your dad's a huge Creed fan.
I think he did listen to Creed back in the day, and then like
fell
when-
out of it a little bit.
you know, I kind of forget band names. So when Colby's like, "Hey, do you listen to Creed?" I'm like, "I don't know, do I?" And then you just play like
Arms Wide Open. Or
Arms Wide Open. Yeah.
Higher.
Oh yeah, I listen to
higher,
Creed.
or higher, yeah.
But like My Own Prison,
So good.
the song is very good.
Yeah.
Off that first album, I kind of forget the track listing of
It's
hand
it's
that
like
over.
Torn Ode.
Torn.
Torn, Ode, My Own Prison, Pity for a Dime, In America, Illusion, Unforgiven, Sister, What's This Life For, One.
Okay, yeah, that's actually it. Might be contention for the best Creed album, just because In America.
Oh.
I can understand. Okay, now I can understand why people don't like Creed. It's because like his lyrics are kind of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say divisive, but he tackles like
A lot of
like
issues.
subjects and
But I mean,
happening.
so does like Pearl Jam and stuff.
right. But Pearl Jam kind of hides it a little
Yeah.
better, but he's like
Up in your face. about
very
it, yeah.
he's very direct with his lyrics, I guess.
Which
but
in
like
some way you got to respect.
yeah, but like off of this album, listen to What's His Life For?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Please.
that's a good one.
Listen to it like turned up really high. You will.
Won't regret it.
It's one of those songs like, how do people not like this?
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those songs people haven't really heard
Mm-hmm.
because
kinda like a
they
deep
just
cut off
listen
the
to
album.
Higher and
Arms Wide Open.
Arms Wide
One Last
Open.
Breath.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they listen to. But this album's great. I think. Let's see that.
Really, Torn is unbelievable.
Torn
as
is
well.
great.
One,
Dude, Faceless Man off Human
One.
Clay as well.
Right.
it's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Faceless Man's great. And didn't Human Clay go Diamond?
Yeah,
It's Diamond.
No, it's not in that album. It's not in that book, but
So just
Went
ask
Diamond.
yourself, how many Diamond albums does your favorite band have? Is it more than Creed or is it less? Creed's got a Diamond album, and you can't deny that. So,
yeah, can't deny that fact.
and they also brought out Robbie Krieger at Woodstock.
Yeah.
Like nobody's gotten Robbie Krieger to come out except for
Yeah,
like VH1 and freaking Creed at Woodstock.
Yeah. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also Scott Stapp he probably is a little douchey, a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like if all you have to do is just listen to the music, you don't
Just
have to
listen to the
like
music,
get
yeah,
into
you
his life or whatever. But
Yeah. You
I
don't
think
have to go
Creed's
to the
great.
controversies.
And then like I remember it was like last year, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're getting on a cruise." Creed is getting back to a cruise. I'm
And we're
like,
like,
"Oh my
They're
god,
touring. They're touring, bud.
are they gonna tour?" And then like they updated their Facebook profile picture to a new, and I'm like, "Oh my god,
Oh my God,
it
it's
might
happening.
happen."
It's happening.
And then they released their tour,
And we are
and
going.
we got tickets, so
we
we're
are
going. to that.
You guys might have to see a video. We might have to bring a camera for that
Yeah,
one. Might have to video that.
That'll
Do a
be
little-
great.
Do a little real life action
There-
Creed concert.
I could cry.
Yeah. Oh man.
I
Yeah.
could cry.
It's great.
Oh, I would just a sea of people singing Creed all at the same time. Oh my god, man. I'm
Yeah.
so ready. We're gonna roll up like in a van, like 20 deep, bro. I swear.
No, I
be
don't think
crazy.
we are.
There will be a lot of people coming. There's a lot of people that are coming that we know. Yeah.
Well, that's great. But anyway, like I think I'm a little privileged when it comes to concerts. Like
Yeah.
I haven't been to many, but the people I have been to are really good.
Yeah.
Like, okay, my first we went to a
Sonic Temple.
Festival. It was like Pretty Reckless or Pretty
They're pretty
Deadly.
reckless. They're pretty
Yeah,
reckless.
Pretty Reckless with Cindy Lou Who
Yep.
as the lead singer. They were actually kind of good.
Yeah.
They were very good.
Filter was great.
Went to Filter, got
Crowd surf.
about 30 feet away from the stage.
Yeah.
People wanted to throw up Colby
people
and
wanted
crowd
Colby to go
surfing.
crowd
and-
surfing.
Me guys, yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
You're going up.
I think this.
you're going up.
Yeah, I think
Nah,
this
bud.
one guy that was standing next to us just went to crowd surf people,
Yeah.
throw
Oh, yeah.
people up. He's
Yeah.
like, dude, we're getting you up here.
He was
But
definitely a psyop
yeah,
place
Filter only
there.
played like 5 songs and they were
All good.
all bangers.
Yeah. And then
Then
Foo
we went back,
Fighters,
saw Deftones,
and then we waited for Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters is great.
Yeah.
And that was like one of their first concerts
I think
with
that- It might
Josh
have been,
Freeze.
Yeah, like
It's like their second or third.
second, yeah.
and he was hitting
Killed it.
double bass all over
Yeah.
the place and it was great.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I went to Collective Soul,
Mm-hmm.
Metallica, obviously.
Metallica, yeah.
Pantera.
Metallica, Pantera,
Midfinger Death.
Midfinger Death Fart, Wolfgang,
Mammoth.
Van Halen.
Yeah.
Mammoth VH, yeah.
We kind of walked in when they were playing,
Yeah.
but he was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Metallica was great.
Yeah. Well, I think that might wrap it up. Give a little Creed opinion. Let us know what you guys think about Creed in the comments. Hope it's all good things. Better be all good things.
For real.
But if you want to see Jordan on more episodes, here's some more opinions from Jordan. Big Peanut, JJ Binks. Let us know.
That was
and-
my PlayStation name, by the way. That's
yeah,
why.
yeah, Jar Jar Binks.
10.
10. It's not that anymore.
No,
so.
it's not. It's Jordan Peanut. Anyways, so yeah, if you want, let us know what you guys want to see down in the comments. We're always open to suggestions. I think we're gonna do like a viewer question segment next. So if you have questions for us that you want to know about, leave them down below. Anything else you guys want to add?
No, man.
Go listen to music.
Shout out Creed.
Yeah, listen to
Any
music
kind of
as much
music.
as you can. Listen to as much music as you can. It's life changing. But yeah, everyone, I'm Ryan.
I'm Colby.
And I'm Jordan.
This has been the Puddle of Grunge podcast. We hope you enjoyed. Peace out, guys.